Hanyan thought when I return that guys should be getting ready for the law enforcement team training. There should still be time for him to join. We see two Hanyan's disciple. First disciple asked, "What do you think? Is the jade pendant for you? Could it be for you?" Second disciple says, "Don't say that randomly. I thought it might be for you." A man says, "Dear fairies, please stay for a moment." Hanyan says, "So, you are the city lord of the Northern Empire City. May I ask what brings you here?" City Lord Lin Tianru says, "Fairy Guanghan has just participated in the auction for a while. Are you living already? We still have some treasures to showcase, if the fairy is interested." Han Yen says, "No need, I am not interested in other treasures." City Lord, you may leave. Lin Tianru says, "Wait." Lin Tianru says, "I wonder which beloved disciple the fairy bought the jade pendant in for earlier? I happen to have a bottle of jade dew pill here, perhaps it could be a gift for." Meanwhile both the disciples take out their swords and say, "City Lord, please don't move. Please don't make things difficult for us." Lin Tianru thoughts even the disciples are so heroic. A man placed his hand on Lin Tianru's shoulder and asked, "What are you looking at?" They have already laughed. Lin Tianru says, "Hey Lao Guy, if you are not participating in the auction, what are you doing here?" Hey Lao Guy says, "Auction is not as entertaining as watching fairy-like being, right?" Lin Tianru face become red and said, "Don't talk nonsense, I am just here to send her off." Hey Lao Guy says, "Alright, we are all old acquaintance. I don't know you yet. You have been eyeing Fairy Guanghan for a quite while, have not you?" Lin Tianru shy and says, "It's just admiration." Hey Lao Guy says, "Unfortunately, I heard she's not interested in any man. Otherwise, I might as well give it a shot." Hey Lao Guy says, "I am out, going back to check out the auction." You might as well give up on that hope. Lin Tianru thoughts not interested in men. We see Wendy in sect. A woman says, "I pay respect, senior brother." First disciple asked, "Is my junior brother out of seclusion?" Woman reply, "Not yet, the young master has been in seclusion for a month." First disciple says, "I understand. Then I'll come to meet him later." We see light come from the palace. First disciple says, "It seems he is out of seclusion. Senior brother, please come in." First disciple enter in room. First disciple says, "All right." First disciple attacks but shall block the attack. First disciple says, "Little junior brother, it seems that you are already very familiar with the strength of the 7th level of QL training." Shao says, "Senior brother is mighty, direct dispersing my sword chi with a single punch." First disciple says, "The power just now was quite impressive. It shows you have not been slacking off during this time. I can rest assured for the upcoming law enforcement team training." Shao thoughts law enforcement team training? First disciple explain, according to our sec regulation, disciples with cultivation reaching the 7th layer of QL training must participate in the law enforcement team training as part of their experience. It's just that after you broker through to the 7th layer of QI training, you have been in seclusion, so I haven't had the change to tell you. First disciple says, "This is your token, it was sent to you a month ago." First disciple says, "Remember, the law enforcement team training is a mix of all kinds of people. Be extremely cautious in your actions. If you encounter difficulties, use the secret technique to inform me directly." Shao says, "Many thanks, senior brother." Shao asked, "Senior brother, is there anything else?" First disciple reply, "Well, recently Miaoqing has been busy advancing to the foundation establishment stage. The master and mistress hope she breaks through soon, so she might not have time to accompany you. Junior brother, please don't mind." Shao says, "Senior brother, please rest assured I am sensible." First disciple says, "Then I can rest assured. I need to go back report, so I will take my leave for now." Shao says, "Senior brother has already left. Come out." We see Sue hanging on the door and asked, "Even senior brother didn't notice me. How did you know I was here?" Shao replied, "Do you really think senior brother didn't notice you?" Sue stand and asked, "What do you?" Shao replied, "The words senior brother said before leaving were a hint. Senior brother knew you were here." Him pretending not to notice means you being here was approved by the master and mistress. The translation is, if you say that you want to participate in training with me or something like that, it is absolutely a lie. Am I right? Sue's surprised and said people like you can analyze so much from just one sentence. Are you all of you this complex? Xiao replied, do you think everyone is as naive as you? So, senior sister, did you really come here to see me off? Sue replied, I initially wanted to see if there was a chance for us to practicing together in that training. But it seems my parents are keeping a close eye on me, so I'll have to focus on more serious matter now. Sue's hand glow and says here, this is from my parents for you. We see a sword. Sue says this is a top quality fire attributed spiritual weapon from my father. It not only possesses extraordinary lethality but can also be used as a flying weapon. We see a flag. Sue explained this is fire crow formation from my mother. As long as there is spiritual power remaining, even enemies at that foundation building stage will find it challenging to break through. We see a bag. Sue explained this is a collection of various useful items prepared by senior brothers and sisters for you. It has a bit of everything. Take your time to go through it when you have the chance. Xiao says these are too valuable. What else did they say? Sue replied, my parents said, first, try not to cause trouble outside, take care of yourself. Xiao says, well, what else? Sue replies, second, if you get into trouble, you better not lose the fight. Be more ruthless, so that those who dare to offend our Wuya Palace will never dare to offend us again in their entire lives. Xiao happily says, you will tell master and mistress. I won't let them down, I promise. Sue says, little junior brother, I'll head back now. I'll come visit you later. Xiao says, remember to thank master and mistress on your behalf. Xiao thoughts, I originally thought that if I had the opportunity in the future, I would find a way to go to Guanghan Palace to eat soft food. Now I seem to think that Wuya Palace is just fine? Maybe I should think about it again. Speaking of which, I wonder how Han Yan has been lately. I have not seen her since she saved me last time. We see Jin Wang's sect. Jin Wang's master says Guanghan is truly worthy of being the leader of the Wenian sect. I really admire you. Han Yan says you are too kind. There will be many matter for your sect to handle in the future. Jin Wang's master says it's easy to talk about. By the way, do you want the real person to stay and visit? Han Yan says no, we still have important things to do. Well, visit again someday. Jin Wang's master says okay, no need for goodbyes. Take care on your way. We see Han Yan and her disciple leave. Jin Wang's master says Ming Wang informed the disciples that the sect was closed and the mountain closed. Ming Wang says, sect master, didn't you previously tell Master Wenian that you would help them? Jin Wang's master says whether it's the demonic sect or the righteous faction, both want to win over natural sect like ours. But I refuse to get involved in their mess. Follow my instructions. Ming Wang says yes, master. We see Han Yan. Han Yan asked, how many more places do we have to visit? Disciple reply, master, we still have 3 sects to visit. Han Yan says promises and words may not be of much use. Well then, let's proceed to the next one. Lin Tianru says, fairy, we meet again. Lin Tianru's wear a girl clothes and says, I heard that the fairy dislike man, so I changed my appearance. What does that fairy think? Brothers, I love is blind. Han Yan and her both disciple are blank. Han Yan attack and says, get out of here. If you like my video, please share and subscribe.